Okay, so we are by Perek Bet, the second chapter of Masechet Berachot, and here we go. Haya koreh b'Torah. If someone was going ahead and reading in the Torah, v'yagia zman hamikra, and the time of reading Shema arrived, im kiven libo yatsa, if he set his heart to fulfill the obligation of reading Shema, Yatsa, he fulfills the obligation of reading Shema in the proper time. V'im lav, but if not, and he was just reading in the Torah, lo Yatsa, he does not fulfill his obligation. Baprakim shoel mipnei hakavod. Okay, in the chapters he asks for respect. Umeshiv, and he responds. What does that mean? Rabbeinu Ovadia Bartanura says, "L'kama b'matnitin mifaresh mahem haprakim." It says further on, it's going to explain what it's talking about in these prakim, these chapters. Okay. Continues the Mishnah. Uba'emtza, but in the middle of Shema. In the middle of the prakim, in the middle of the prakim in the chapters, shoel mipnei yirah, he could ask because of fear. If he's afraid that if he doesn't respond to a greeting, he may get killed, he may get in big trouble. So in those cases, he can go in the middle, he can go and respond from fear, and he can ask, like, how are you doing? And he can respond, yeah, I'm doing great, whatever. Like, he could change those greetings in the middle. Divrei Rabbi Meir. These are the words of Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Yehuda says, Ba'emtza shoel mipnei yirah. In the middle, he can go ahead and ask, how you doing? What's going on? Be cordial because of fear. Umeshib mipnei hakavod. And he can respond in the middle out of respect. Baprakim. But if he's not in the middle, but if he's between the chapters, shoel mipnei hakavod, he can go ahead and ask, how you doing? What's going on? Exchange greetings out of respect. Umeshiv shalom l'chol adam. And he can respond to every single person. Okay, Perek Bet, Mishnah Bet. Second Mishnah. Eluhen ben aprakim. These are what it means when it talks about between chapters. Ben aprakim, between chapters. Ben beracha rishona l'shniya, between the first blessing of Shema and the second blessing of Shema. Ben shniya l'shema, between the second blessing of Shema and Shema itself. Uben Shema levaya im shamoa, between Shema and v'haya im shamoa. Ben v'haya im shamoa, between v'haya im shamoa la vayomer and vayomer. Ben vayomer le'emet v'yatziv, between vayomer and emet v'yatziv. These are the different spots. Rabbi Yehuda says, Ben vayomer, between vayomer le'emet v'yatziv and emet v'yatziv, lo yafsik, he should not interrupt. Amar Rabbi Yoshua ben Korha, Rabbi Yeshua ben Korha says, Lama kadma Shema levaya im shamoa. Why did Shema go and precede vaya im shamoa? Ella, why is it in that order? Ella, it is so that kidei, therefore, that so sheikabel alav ol malchut shemaim tchila, that a person should first accept the yoke of heaven. V'achar kach yikabel alav ol misvot. First accept the yoke of heaven, and then afterwards accept the yoke of doing the commandments that heaven wants from you. V'ayam shamoa levayomer, and v'ayam shamoa tevayomer, shevayam shamoa noheg ben bayom ben balayla. So why v'ayam shamoa tevayomer? Because v'ayam shamoa, you have to say it whether it's at night or whether it is daytime. Well, daytime or nighttime. Vayomer, but vayomer eino noheg. It's not really customary to say it. Ela bayom bilvad. Only during the day alone. Okay, Mishnah Gimel. Hakoret Shema v'lo yishmi'a le'ozno. Someone who read Shema, but he didn't hear what he said or she said. Yatsa, he fulfills the obligation. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Rabbi Yossi says, Lo yatsa, he does not fulfill the obligation. Kara v'lo dikdek be'otiotea. If he read Shema, but he was not particular about the lettering and the reading of it, Rabbi Yossi Omer Yatsa, Rabbi Yossi says he fulfills the obligation. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Rabbi Yehuda says Lo Yatsa, he does not fulfill his obligation. Hakoren lemafreya, if he reads it out of order. So Rabbeinu Ovadia Patrona says Hikdim pasuk shlishi l'sheni v'shlishi l'shon v'yotzeh b'zeh. If he says the third chapter before the second, and if he says the second before the first, like he changes the whole order. Okay. So if someone reads it out of order, lo yatsa, he does not fulfill his obligation of reading Shema. Kara v'ta'a, if he read it and he made a mistake, yachzor l'makom sheta'a, he should go and back to the place that he made a mistake. Ha'umnin korin berosh ha'ilan, skilled workers can say Shema even if they are on a top of a tree, or berosh ha'nidbach, or if they're on the head of nidbach. Or Rabbeinu Avadim Batruna says, Shura shel binyan avanim. It's a row of a building of stones. Kemosh nidbachin di even glal be'azra. Okay, so it's a rows of stone. Ma she'enan rasha. Okay, ha'omnin korim berosh ha'ilan or berosh nidbach. So skilled workers can read on top of a tree or on top of like bricks and whatever design that they have. Ma she'enan rasha'in la'asot ken b'tfilah. But they cannot do that in terms of prayer, saying the actual prayer of Shema. Chatan patar mikriyat Shema b'layla harishon ad motzei Shabbat. A chatan, a groom, a bridegroom, he's exempt from reading Shema. Okay, someone who's a chatan on the first night that he got married, ad motzei Shabbat, until Saturday night. So it means, Rabbi Navada says, Chatan shasa betula, so a Chatan that married a virgin, Patur mikriyat Shema, he is exempt from reading Shema, Laila Lishon, the first night. Mishum de tarit Shema lo yimseh betula, because he's busy to figure out, maybe she's not a betula, maybe she's not a virgin, which is very important. V'ani shemati, and I heard, Shemityareh Shema ya'aseh kruch fcha b'bi'elato, v'tadad de mitzvah hi, v'lachmana amar b'lechetech b'derech u'b'lechet didach, maybe he's afraid that he might do the wrong thing, and but whatever. Anyways, long story short, he's very busy with the consummation of marriage, and therefore he does not have to worry about Shema, reading Shema, from when? From the time of the marriage until Motzei Shabbat. If he didn't do an action, that means if he didn't yet have relations, which is 4 nights. Okay, but afterwards it's a different story. So anyway, so the Mishnah says, so Chatan is exempt from reading Shema the first night until Motzei Shabbat if he didn't do the action, if he didn't have relations yet. Maaseh, it happened, Berabban Gamliel, Shekara b'layla rishon, that he read on the first night that he got married. Amulai, they said to him, Talmidav, his students, Lo lemadatan Rabbeinu shechatan patur mikriyat Shema b'layla rishon. Didn't you teach us that a chatan is exempt from reading Shema the first night? Amar lahem, he said to him, Eini shomei lahem, Eini shomei lachem levatel mimeni l'malchut shemayim afilu sha'a achat. I'm not listening to you to be to nullify the acceptance of the yoke of heaven even one night. He took a shower on the first day that his wife passed away. His student said to him, didn't teach us that an avel is forbidden to go and bathe. Amar lehem, he said to them, Eni kshar kol adam. I am not like other people. Isnisani. I am a istanis. I'm a delicate person. I'm very clean oriented. My bones get cold, so I need to take the bath. Okay. And when his this is Mishnah Zayin, the 7th Mishnah of Perek Bet. And when his slave Tavi passed away, died, he accepted condolences for him. אמרו לו תלמידיו, וסטודנט said to him, לא למדתנו רבנו שאין מקבלים תנחומים על עבדים. Didn't you teach us that you can't accept condolences for slaves? אמר להם, he said to them, אין תביא עבדי קשר כל עבדים קשר היה. My slave Tavi is not like other slaves. He was a kosher person. He was a good, worthy person. Okay. Mishnah Het, the last Mishnah of Perek Bet. Chatan im ratza likrot kriyat Shema l'rishon koreh. If a Chatan wants to read Shema on the first night of marriage, he could read. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel says, Lo kol haroseh litol et Hashem itol. Not every person that wants to say God's name can say it. So maybe not so simple. Okay, so with this we completed the second parak of Masechet Berachot Mishnayot Le'ilui Nishmat Aviv ben ציון ben Sheftan. Shabbat Shalom.